Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Robin here. So thanks for joining me on Oracle Rising today. Sending love and light, you guys. So we have a new moon coming in, and of course that means I'm going to read the energy using some tarot cards and an oracle card deck. So the new moon is coming in on March 2nd. So the new moon is you can see it in its entirety, but it is not reflecting any light. Okay, so this is a very important time to focus on your energy. I've done like moon phase cheat sheet videos, so you guys can look that up if you want to see where you should be channeling your energy. But I'm gonna do a little quick reading here for you guys. I've got the Moonology Oracle card deck. I'm going to pull one of these, and then I'm going to use the super creepy but ever delightful Deviant Moon tarot card deck because it's really out there and I love it. So here's the card I pulled from Moonology, and I'm just going to lean over here and try not to be too much of a distraction. So this says, meditate and contemplate. I mean, this is great advice, but one of my guides just sort of chimed in and then they said, well, that seems a little bit boring. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. Okay, so I think this is really excellent advice. Okay, and this is what a new moon looks like, by the way. It's really, really stunning. So meditate and contemplate. Great. That is fantastic advice, but my guides, because especially this one that popped up and said, well, that's a snore fest, I'm just going to pull another card. Okay, so meditate and contemplate. I think that's pretty much a given, especially in a community like ours where we're really focused on ourselves. Okay, so not in a selfish way, but just really being in tune and being grounded and centered. Okay, so whoop. My guides are like, shut it. All right, so your commitment is being tested. Well, that's a little bit more juicy. Okay, yes, your commitment is being tested. To what? It doesn't matter. Okay, this is going to be on an individual basis. This could be your commitment to yourself, an exercise program, your growth, a relationship, a job. You know, your commitment to something is being tested, and that is absolutely never fun, but it's a little bit more interesting than meditate and contemplate. So let me pull a couple freaky deaky cards here, you guys. I'm being guided to just take the one from the top and the one from the bottom. And let's kick it off with a deck cut from the middle here. What have we got here? Oh, actually, look at this. This is the 10 of Cups. I mean, but look at this. Look at this swarm, okay? It is just maybe a lot going on. What I'm getting here for you guys is that you could be seeking joy outside of yourself, okay, with the 10 of Cups, and maybe stretching your obligations a little bit too much. I really get the sense that it is the commitment to yourself that is being tested. You know, you really do have to place yourself above all other people. It's not a selfish thing. It's actually very selfless, you know, so that you can be like the best that you can be. Okay. The 10 of Cups, are you happy? Like, how are you going to stretch out and give to other people if you are completely drained and other people start to get on your nerves? And this could be where your commitment to other people start to get really stretched and tested, okay? I mean, what an absolute mob this is. I mean, and it just seems like there's so many more people there because these creatures are so weird looking. And then we have the Hanged Man. And then we also have the Six of Wands, okay? So the 6 of Wands is really trying to draw strength from other people, treating yourself like an absolute champion, just rising above everything else. And then the Hanged Man is this perspective of looking at things from a different direction, okay? So this is so true, especially for women. Okay, this is not a gender bias, you guys, and maybe it's fading away a little bit now, you know, as the times change a little bit, but women are expected to work like they have no children and take care of their children as if they have no job, and then get up and just rock it out all day long. And then there's a little bit of a double standard, I find. Okay, so you can let me know if you disagree or agree, or if you've been subjected to that as a woman, or, you know, if you've kind of been guilty of having a double standard as a man. Okay, so, but anyway, the point I was trying to make is that we have this vision of ourselves that if we are not constantly serving other people, if we're not constantly busy, we can really just grind ourselves down to a nub. Okay, and then that's when you start to really start to feel, I'm going to say start again, like you've got nothing left for other people. So I would say the meaning of this card is your commitment is being tested, is definitely towards yourself. Okay, and this could be, again, in any realm. Sometimes commitment is very, very challenging. And this is where faith comes in. We don't always see the entire journey. Most of it is wrapped in a mystery, okay? So this is just saying to me, you really have to take care of yourself first. Even if you have like this massive mob of people to take care of, you still have to prioritize yourself. And maybe get some help if you can. So I'm going to pull another card here. There's something going on with this particular card. It wants me to say more. Okay, so the Six of Wands. This can also be representative of your team in spirit trying to talk to you, but you're not willing to listen. Okay, so this could be your commitment to your faith and your spiritual growth, having doubts about your abilities. I'm getting the words like as a starseed or a light worker, or your ability. What I'm getting here also is to generate your own income and sort of step away from the matrix. Okay, so let me just clarify that out. Yeah, okay. So there is a bit of a need for growth here. This is quite a fascinating Four of Swords. Okay, so you can see that this Four of Swords is in a state of hibernation. It is also in a state of being similar to a seed being planted underneath the earth, okay? It's like there is a substantial need for growth here. And maybe that is being, you know, put by the wayside, maybe being ignored a little bit, just because there's no room for you anymore. But I mean, you're gonna have to take the space, okay? And ask your spirit guides for help, because they did pop up with the Six of Wands, all right? So the Four of Swords is actually, wow, how did that come full circle? To meditate and contemplate. So while this seems a little bit boring, it's actually the number one thing that you can do for yourself to maintain almost any type of stress, okay? Meditation and contemplation. Okay, so sometimes you have to do the stuff that's a little bit less exciting so that you can deal with the juicy bits of your life, okay? So, wow. I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. Bye.